Hello everyone. Today we will be carrying out a small discussion on chip formation in machining of ductile materials as well as chip formation in machining of brittle materials. Now during machining of ductile materials, the uncut layer of the workpiece material, which is just ahead of the cutting tool, that layer is subjected to almost all sided compression, and the two forces which are mainly responsible for the force exerted by the tool on the chip, those two forces are nothing but the normal force and the frictional force. Now, due to such all-sided compression, shear stress develops where within the compressed region in different magnitudes and in different directions, and this shear stress rapidly increases in magnitude. Now, whenever and wherever the value of the shear stress reaches or exceeds the shear strength of the workpiece material in the deformation region, yielding takes place, resulting in shear deformation of the workpiece material in that region. But one thing is to be kept in mind. That thing is, the forces causing the shear stresses in the region of the chip quickly diminish and finally disappear, while that region moves along the rake surface of the cutting tool, and ultimately where it goes beyond the point of chip tool engagement. It goes beyond the point of chip tool engagement. Now, as a result of the slip, the shear stops propagating long before the total separation takes place. Now, one thing is to be definitely mentioned here. Now, since we are talking about machining of a ductile material, we all know that because of the property called ductility, any ductile material, when it gets into its plastic zone after crossing its elastic limit, we all know that it will suffer permanent deformation. Whatever deformation it suffers, it will be a permanent deformation. Now, because of its high ductility, that ductile workpiece material will be able to withstand its shear deformation for a longer time before it gets fractured or before it gets sheared off. That means the chip straight away directly not get sheared off the workpiece surface, and mainly because of this reason, the type of chip formed during machining of a ductile material is a continuous type chip, is mainly continuous type chips. The types of chips formed during machining of a ductile material is mainly continuous type chips. In the meantime, what happens? The succeeding portion of the chip means the portion of the chip which is about to come in contact with the cutting tool. That succeeding portion of the chip starts undergoing compression followed by yielding and shear. Now this entire phenomenon repeats itself rapidly, resulting in formation and removal of chips in thin layer by layer. Now this is the basic concept of chip formation, or rather mechanism of chip formation in case of machining of ductile materials. Now, if we talk about the mechanism of chip formation in case of machining of brittle materials, then to begin with, we must say, during machining of a brittle material, what happens first? First, a small crack develops at the tool tip. Because of which reason? A small crack develops at the tool tip due to wedging action of the cutting edge of the cutting tool. Now, at the sharp crack tip stress, what happens? We all know that whenever there is a sharp edge or a sharp point, stress concentration takes place at that point. In case of ductile materials, immediately